Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Things I Did When I Thought I Was Recording But Wasn't. Welcome back to Map Making with Sparks. We're on the True to North server as usual, and I'd like to show you the current MEAP Juice randomiser, which I'm now going to have to explain all over again. Hooray for me! But this time I'm definitely recording. Yes, so it's not a true randomiser, but it's fast, and that's what I like about it. It's got these two redstone blocks zooming along here. This one down here is setting the space above it to air, so if a redstone block ends up here, it sets it to deletes it, and this one up here sets the next space along to be a redstone block, and it causes them to sort of run along like that. So how to explain this again? Okay, so I've actually started doing the next bit, but what this is doing is we've got this needs effect thing on the side there. Do you remember that? This is our MEAP Juice system right here, and it's checking for positive effects. So we're on the light team. If I go ahead and turn this off a second, which I can do by placing a block there. There we go, it's all off. And I splash myself with a light MEAP Juice. Our needs effect value jumps up to 1. Perfect. So it's worked out that we've been splashed and we need some kind of random effect. So what this system does is that this is now going to set my needs effect to 2, but once these command blocks... Wow, my connection has been kind of bad today, kind of crappy, which isn't good at all. Eventually that redstone block will start moving. I'll be right back. Okay, my internet really worries me. I hope it's not this. I hope it isn't this redstone thing, because I made this because I thought it would be less laggy than other things. I could be horribly, horribly wrong. So let me just set this back to 0. Ooh, needs effect 0. So now, if I splash myself, we've got this. Let's add another command block. If I splash myself, I'm going to get my needs effect is going to, rather than 1, it's going to set itself to a random number, 15 in this case. 2, and then because I got 2, which is this one here, and I've already built it, I get a message saying the MEAP Juice seeps into your skin and affects you with regeneration 2, and that is exactly what happened. So once this thing here, this thing over here is choosing a random player with a score of needs effect 1, which is somebody who's been splashed with a potion that should give them a positive effect. If they need a positive effect, then it sets their needs effect to 2, so it's no longer 1, so they've been processed, and it's 2. This one here does the same thing, but it sets it to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up to 33, so there's 32 different random potions they could get. For instance, if I set my my random effect to 8, I would get instant health 1. It's this one here. So this actually exploits a rather interesting phenomenon in Minecraft, which is the way that you can power 3 things at once, and they'll always fire in the same order. So if I do, say 1, say 2, and say 3, these will always be powered in the same order. It's always going to go 1, 3, 2. So if I power this, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. So we can use this to our advantage, and we can do 3 things all in one tick, which makes this system nice and fast. So we're going 3, 1, 2. So the first thing that happens is, once it sets somebody to, in this case, a potion effect of 2, the first thing it does is it gives them the effect. So it says, all players with a needs effect value of 2, which is the code for this particular effect, give them regen, which is a code of 10, for 10 seconds, and it's regen 2, which is a level 1 regen. So that's that one there. Perfect. The second thing it does is this top one, which tells everyone with a score of 2 that they've been splashed. The MEAP Juice seeps into your skin and it affects you with regeneration 2, and that's coloured it green because it's a positive effect. We're going to be mirroring this and putting all our negative effects on the opposite side here, like so. So all the positive ones are going on this side. And then the final thing it does is it sets everybody with a needs effect score of 2 back to 0, which means they've been processed and they no longer need an effect. Super duper. So these are the effects that we have. There's 5 positive and 5 negative effects. There's speed, which is balanced by slowness, strength, which is balanced by weakness, instant damage, instant health, invisibility, blindness, regeneration, and poison. And because each of these outputs has an equal chance of being chosen, the only way I can balance it so that things are rarer or less rare is to put more instances in. So what we're doing is, there's going to be 1 regen 2, that's that one there. There's going to be 3 health 1s, which I've got here. There's a instant health 1, instant health 1, instant health 1. We've got 3 of those. And then there's going to be 2 regen 1s, which is slightly less powerful than regen. And 3, yeah. And then the rest are going to be 4 each. So I've got the different timings for them. So like regen 2 is going to be 10 seconds and regen 1 is going to be 20. So, it's going to be a bit of a balancing issue. We're going to have to play around with it, see if anything seems to be overpowered or underpowered. But yeah, basically I've got to copy all of these across here now. Each of these has a unique number, so I can't just copy and paste the command block. I have to copy and paste it and then change the number for all 32 of these. But once it's working, once I've got it done, it should be pretty awesome. So I'm going to balance these out as I said here. Excellent, I'll be right back. Check, I've actually recorded this. Ladies and gentlemen, that took an unfortunate amount of time, but it's done. It's done. I have... I completely miscounted while doing this, by the way. There are 2 regen 1s, 1 regen 2s, 1 health, 3 health 1s, 2 health... What it says there, but there weren't 4 left for every other type. There were 6, and I didn't want invisibility or blindness to be particularly common. So what I basically did was I did 1 30-second invisibility and 1 20-second invisibility, and then I just randomly scattered speed and strength through the rest. So speed and strength are the most common. There's 2 chances of getting speed 2, 2 chances of getting strength 2, and it seems to work pretty well. If I sit over here and splash myself a little bit, speed 1, very good. So it's very common to get speed 1. I also threw in some joke ones. I wanted the MEAP Juice to occasionally fail. So there's a chance of your hair growing more lustrous, and there's also a chance for the creases self-iron out of your clothes. So there are 2 sort of jokey ones which are coloured gold, so that sometimes there we go, instant health 1, that's a rarer one. There's only a very small chance of getting that. Regen 1, that's one of the rarest. So, it's bit kind of pot luck, and these potions are going to be appearing in the arena once a minute, so it's going to be quite rare to have an effect anyway. So I think it's good, and it has a response time that I'm happy with. For the negative effects, I'm assuming it'll be you feel your hair grow flat and shapeless, and your clothing suddenly crumples or something like that. I don't know, or maybe there'll be completely different things. So that there's a reason to go onto the other team to see what their interesting negative effects are. Or I suppose the negative effects are the same for both teams. But anyway, that seems to be working. I'm pretty sure the lag is not being caused by these redstone blocks. I think it's just my internet today. It generally seems to be quite slow, but this seems to be everything I wanted. I haven't tested this with multiple people, and that is definitely the next step, because several times while building this MEAP Juice system, I have had something working perfectly with just me, and then I get a second person on and something completely unforeseen happens. So I'm desperately hoping that that's not the case here. We will have to see. Alright, Scary Nugget has very kindly agreed to quickly join us today. Let's get him over here. I don't know if he's going to stay AFK or watch us for a little bit, but let's make sure he's on the same team as us. So scoreboard, teams, join, light at all. So yeah, we're definitely on the light team, which means this light MEAP juice will definitely give us a positive effect. So let's see what happens. We shouldn't get a message from him. Okay, so I got regen and he clearly got, that looks like strength, I think. So that's good. I need to get this ready in my hotbar. Okay, so let's try again. It's looking pretty promising so far. I got speed 1, he got strength again, so we're definitely getting different effects, which is great. Instant health. I'm also not getting his messages. Did I just not... Oh, instant health, yeah, I didn't see swirlies and I thought for a horrible moment that something had gone wrong. So this is looking pretty good. Yeah. I wonder what it'd be like to have a potion which clears everybody's potion effect. As a sort of canceller. Clears the other team's potion effects or something. That might be quite cool. In the meantime, this seems to be working fine. We're getting different effects. We're not being missed by the system. I think he must have got something like instant health there. I'm assuming, I'm hoping. Yeah, it looks like things are going fine. You got strength, I got strength. This is looking great. Excellent. I'm going to count that as a good enough test and do all the negative effects. I think I'm going to do the negative effects directly opposite. So poison 2 is going to have, well, regen 2 is going to have poison 2 directly opposite. Strength 2 is going to have weakness 2 opposite. So that I feel like the potion should almost contain the same thing. I don't know. I mean, it's random effects in a splash group anyway, but I think yeah, I'm going to do that. I think it should be balanced. Balances the map more. If somebody gets poisoned, someone gets regen. Or does that unbalance the map more? I mean, then you've got one person who's twice as powerful as the other. Maybe I should randomize it a bit more. No, I think I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. I can always shuffle it around later. It'll be fine. There's something beautiful about loads of command blocks. It just looks really nice. We've got this tunnel as well with the redstone block traveling along it. I'm a big fan of command blocks and blocks like this. I don't really like it. I like systems which are very clever, and I don't think this is one of them. Like, it has to have one command block for every single case, and I really like it if there was some sort of way of doing it all with just one slice of this. That'd be awesome. And if anybody has any better ideas for how to do this, let me know. I finished the bad side. I've been testing it. Good thing I did too, because I accidentally put speed instead of slowness on that side. But blindness works. I think blindness might be a little crazy. I may remove it. I might just reduce the time on it. It's currently 20 seconds for blindness 2 and 30 seconds for blindness 1. But it's a little mental. You can barely see anything until it's gone. What else have we got? Yeah, we've got slowness, weakness. Of course, those are the most common ones. There's also instant damage and poison. There's instant damage, and we've also got 2 jokers, same as the positive side. So the 2 jokers for the dark team. I was gonna put your wife loves you slightly less, but I thought that might be mean. I've got you develop a nasty habit of biting your inner cheek, which is a bad habit I have and would like to get rid of. The other one is you smell kind of bad. So like the MEAP juice is soaked into your skin and it stinks. So I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. It looks, just from a preliminary glance at this, fairly balanced. I hope. We may find that it's seriously overpowered or something. But you know, we've got the test coming up, the alpha test of Torbray's map in a couple of days, and that'll be perfect opportunity to see how this balances. I've also been talking to a guy called Banner Wolf, who, when I saw his Minecraft skin was Hobbs from Calvin and Hobbes, rose dramatically in my estimations. But he's a very cool guy. I'm probably going to be doing some stuff with him soon. There's a charity event going on. I'll probably talk about that more later. But he has said that he might be able to get me in touch with professional PvPers. He knows some professional PvPers because he does a lot of networking, who might actually be able to come on and have a look at the map and tell me about the balancing and suggest ways to improve it. So either on the alpha test in a couple of days, or potentially in a separate episode, I may have a PvP expert coming to talk to me about the map and giving his expert opinion. So we'll see about that. I think, oh, there's one of the jokers. I think this is going to be it for this episode. It's been a kind of short one, but this is something I've been trying to do for ages, and it took quite a long time to type all those command blocks out. So I've had enough for today. Next episode, we're definitely going to be looking at those barricades, because that's the last thing to do on Torbray's map, and then it's ready for the test. So if anyone has any better ideas for this system, how to do it, or if you think that something is currently unbalanced, let me know. Any suggestions are great. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode. Command blocks, yeah!